You back to Black Site tonight. We're going to talk about New York's Attorney General Letitia James will never resign after the Trump indictment. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Letitia James has been indicted of bank fraud and making false statements. But one thing we know about Letitia James is that she'll never resign. She won't do what Eric Schneiderman did in New York when he resigned. He had difficulties about physical abuse towards a woman. Letitia James is in it for the long haul. She truly believes that Trump is a criminal. Yes, she in the New York Attorney General's office indicted Trump. He was convicted, but he also became president. And she knew once he took oath of office that he would eventually get his revenge. And now she's under criminal indictment by the federal government, who has over a 95% conviction rate. This mortgage fraud case could be a strong case against her, saying that since she lived in New York, how could she say she was a resident of Virginia? She said she made a mistake. She made an error. But will the jury in the Eastern District of Virginia say that, hey, we don't want to put an attorney general in jail for something as simple as mortgage fraud? But there are plenty of people right now who have been convicted of mortgage fraud who are sitting in federal prison. Look at the attorney general from Baltimore who was convicted under the Biden administration. But it seems like the biggest problem, and the real problem I have with Letitia James, just like I have with Fannie Willis and many other black people who get involved and become crash test dummies for the Democrat Party. Basically, they put you out front and center so you can take all the arrows from the conservatives, from the Republicans, and when things fall apart, Letitia James is being indicted. Something is going to happen with Fannie Willis. And this is how the building collapsed. It collapsed on these black women and black people who care more about the Democrat Party than they do black people in their own selves. Now she has to put up millions of dollars. Yes, her fundraising has also increased because there are plenty of people who don't like Trump across the country. But she's going to have to understand there is a possibility that she could be convicted. She could be sent to federal prison. And this is sad to watch because you didn't see any female white prosecutors out there who tried to convict President Trump. It was Letitia James, Fannie Willis, head first, going into the fire. For what reason? Because they thought that maybe they'll get a gratuity. Maybe she thought that she would be governor of New York. Maybe they promised her that she might be attorney general of the United States. But now she has to go to federal court. She has to fight against the federal government and the power of the government and leave a decision up to 12 jurors. And you don't know what they're going to say. This is the decision that she made. But she made it long ago when she was running her campaign and she ran off the hey, I'm going to indict and convict President Trump, which she did. Some of it has been overturned by the New York State Appeals Court. But right now, she has the weight of the world on her shoulders. It's not on Biden. It's not on Kamala Harris. It's not on Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton. It's on Letitia James because she wanted to be that star. And what they said in The Wire, when Marlo's told, not Marlo, when what you call him told, uh, if you go for the king, you best not miss. And they missed Trump. So now, Comey, Letitia James, possibly Clapper, Brennan, possibly Fannie Willis, all of them may have to walk the plank and fight the Trump administration and get indicted and spend millions of dollars the same way they had the Trump administration and people in it and outside of it who tried to stay out of jail. So she will never resign because that's not the woman she is. She has the backing of the Democrat Party. I'm gonna say so-called has the backing. She has the backing of Mandani in New York. She has the backing of Hochul, the King Jeffries, AOC. So she's gonna put up the big fight, but they don't have to stand in front of a jury in which she could face up to 60 years. These are political decisions that she made that she didn't have to make. She told everybody in New York State that I'm going to go after Trump. She made it as a campaign pledge. It was almost like a jihad for her to go after Trump and take him down. But she didn't. And now he's president. Now he has the FBI. Now he has Pam Bondi. He has all these people who are like ravens circling around a dead body, a carcass. And that's what they see in Letitia James. It's sad to watch, but this is the decision that she made long ago. And she was basically supported by the Biden administration. She was supported by the Democrat Party, but she didn't know after he was convicted that he wouldn't go to jail, that he wouldn't win a presidential election, that one day he might come back. And let me tell you something, he's coming back with a vengeance. So now she has to protect her name, her job, her reputation, and possibly going to jail for 60 years. I would love to hear your comments in the comments section. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share this video.